I think if she truly was like, I'm out of here, I'm starting my own league, she'd have people lining up, including myself, and she would put the WNBA out of business.
Everyone thinks they know the story of Caitlin Clark's WNBA season. But what actually happened is so much stranger than what you've been told. It starts with a multi-million-dollar offer from Dave Portnoy, a league commissioner's shocking insults, and a hidden plan that could completely shatter the WNBA's entire future.
Listen.
You said you'd partner with her and give her $100 million. That's the biggest offer that she's gotten. So
if she would have let me be her agent, I would have in a second. And if she's like, I'll start a new league with you, I would get her whatever you want.
Dave Portnoy just dropped the most insane bombshell on the WNBA, an offer so audacious it could wipe the league off the map. He's not just defending Caitlin Clark anymore. He's putting $100 million on the table for her to walk away from the league that's allegedly humiliating her, and instead start her own. This isn't just a rant, it's a strategic move, and what you're about to discover will change how you see everything.
If Caitlin Clark said, I'm taking my ball and I'm going home and I'm starting my own league, the WNBA would be done in 2 seconds. Listen.
You said you'd partner with her and give her $100 million. That's the biggest offer that she's gotten. So
if she would have let me be her agent, I would have in a second. And if she's like, I'll start a new league with you, I would get her whatever you want.
What's truly mind-blowing is that this isn't just Portnoy firing off hot takes. This is a cold, calculated move from a man known for his exclusive sports ventures. He's dead serious about empowering Caitlin Clark to launch her own league, not just with words, but with a staggering $100 million investment. This isn't just uncomfortable for the WNBA, it's their worst nightmare actively taking shape. And the deeper you look, the more you realize Portnoy isn't just making an offer. He's actively persuading Clark, almost like he knows something we don't. That's just the beginning of this rabbit hole.
I didn't hear no lies in that. I heard no lies. I just got to keep it real. He kept it 100.
And in that same conversation, she told me players should be on their knees thanking their lucky stars for the media rights deal that I got them. That's a mentality driving our league from the top. We go to battle every day to protect a shield that doesn't value us.
But here's the hidden truth behind why Portnoy's offer is so potent. You see, this dramatic intervention didn't come out of nowhere. It was triggered by a series of blunders and humiliations from none other than WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert herself. Prepare to have your jaw drop, because what you're about to hear will make you question everything you thought you knew about the league's leadership. The storm began when Napheesa Collier, risking her entire career, exposed a private conversation with Engelbert, and what she revealed was shocking. Engelbert brazenly stated WNBA players should be on their knees for her contributions to the league. Pure, unadulterated arrogance. But her comments about Caitlin Clark? Even more devastating. Engelbert claimed Clark should be grateful because every dollar from her brand deals is only thanks to the WNBA. These weren't just spiteful remarks. They were an open insult to the league's brightest, most valuable star.
Her response was, Caitlin should be grateful she makes $16 million off the court, because without the platform that the WNBA gives her, she wouldn't make anything.
Listen, this may say a lot about my WNBA knowledge. If you threw Asia Wilson's name at me like 2 years ago, I'm not sure I really would have known who that is. I certainly would have known who Napheesa Collier is. Like, yes, I knew the bigger stars, and those are as big, but like I'm talking to Diana Taurasi, but I wasn't locked in on this league. Everything has changed. The ratings, starting with Caitlin in college, and then with the Angel rivalry and all this stuff, it exploded.
The backlash was immediate and explosive. The entire basketball world boiled over, demanding Engelbert's removal and an apology. But then, a new revelation completely flipped the script. A debate no one saw coming. Did Engelbert's outrageous claims actually hold a kernel of truth? Every analyst, every media personality, every fan started crunching the numbers. And what they uncovered was a brutal truth bomb that landed like a direct hit on the commissioner's credibility.
I mean, last season was insane, and you can look at the ratings too. And I think there was like the fevered numbers actually were better than some NBA teams' numbers when it came to viewership last season.
80s, for example, when Magic Johnson and Larry Bird took the NBA by storm and they were winning championships, competing for championships. But then this dude named Michael Jordan came along. And Michael Jordan came along and he wasn't yet winning championships, but his popularity was so astronomical that the NBA practically marketed everything they could around this guy. So to know that there's an example like that as a shining example to be followed that could benefit the league, particularly down the road, why is that an issue when we've seen that such a marketing plan has worked in the past?
This is the part that will blow your mind. What Dave Portnoy revealed was an absolute mic drop. He didn't pull any punches. The WNBA, he argued, has always existed in the shadows. Nobody truly cared. Then, almost overnight, because of Caitlin Clark and a handful of other rising stars, the entire world suddenly woke up to the WNBA. The irrefutable evidence? Ratings. Just look at the Fever's games this season. They've pulled in numbers higher than some actual NBA matchups. The truth is crystal clear. This league was elevated to an entirely new level because of Caitlin Clark.
But for some reason, they want to alienate her. It's like they want her to suffer coming in. You've just never seen anything like it where the commissioner doesn't seem to value the stars or the golden goose. So
when Clark plays, the fans show up. When she doesn't, crickets. Nobody cares. It's as simple and as devastating as that. Deny this truth, and the league is actively setting itself on fire from within. Everything you think you know is about to change. This isn't just about dependence, it's about a massive untapped potential that the WNBA is failing to harness. Instead of seizing this once-in-a-generation opportunity, the WNBA is letting it slip away. And the worst part? They are openly insulting the very player who brings in the viewers, the very star fans pay to see. This isn't just bad business, it's pure insanity. It's self-destruction on an unbelievable scale, like deliberately cutting down the only branch you're standing on. And this unfolding catastrophe is precisely why Portnoy, seeing the writing on the wall, stepped in with his stunning game-changing offer.
I think if she truly was like, I'm out of here, I'm starting my own league, she'd have people lining up, including myself, and she would put the WNBA out of business. I really do believe that. I think she's that powerful for the whole league. And pay the others. Like, money talks. Like, if you get the money lined up and you get the superstars, like, oh, you can only make $1 million here, you can make 5 with our league. I think it would work.
Dave, right now amongst the billionaire class, sports seem to be like the next big investment wave, right? Especially with all other entertainment kind of going AI. Like, this is going to be where human beings are still telling stories on the field, on the court, where everybody wants to put in their money.
You understand now. Portnoy wasn't just echoing fan frustration. He was laying bare a hidden truth that the WNBA desperately wants to ignore. But here's the deeper revelation. This isn't just about Portnoy being a fan. This is about serious business. When Dave Portnoy talks about a staggering $100 million investment, those aren't empty words. This is a man whose authority in sports ventures is undeniable. In his exclusive interview, he revealed the insider secret. Women's basketball is exploding. It's one of the smartest, most lucrative business ventures right now, on par with booming tech industries like AI.
I could make far more revenue, and I 100% believe this, for the WNBA, for Caitlin individually. The worst negotiated deal I've ever seen in my life. That Nike got away with murder with what they paid her. So you just aren't valuing it. Anybody could sell that. That's like, is Roger Goodell really responsible for all these great NFL deals? Or is it the NFL can play with scab players on strike and still fill up seats? Like, you don't have to be, when the product is there and it's talked about and people are watching.
What happens next defies all logic. Portnoy didn't just throw out the idea. He laid out his exact detailed plan to make a new league massively profitable. The demand is already there. The fans are ready. His strategy is shockingly simple. Put Caitlin Clark in the best games. Give people something worth watching. And the money will absolutely follow. Simple math, unbelievable potential. But here's where it gets really crazy. Almost like Portnoy was speaking directly to Caitlin Clark. He challenged her current sponsorship deals, flat out stating what she's making now is nothing compared to what she could earn with him. And for anyone doubting if $100 million is enough, Portnoy already had the unflappable answer. He revealed he could easily bring in multiple billionaires to pour even more money into this new groundbreaking league. This isn't a pipe dream. This is a fully mapped out insurgency. Portnoy is deadly serious, and Caitlin Clark is in a position of unimaginable power to accept this offer. Why? Because the fans have already proven it. They will follow Caitlin wherever she goes.
I don't think she'll ever do that. Like, I talk with her never about that stuff, but based on, she has State Farm, Nike, Gatorade. Those are like blue blood. She never runs a Tom Brady in a way. Like, very rarely, if ever, publicly says anything that like should cause any waves. She's kind of like been a good trooper for the Fever and the league. So I think she wants to make the WNBA work.
But here's the unanswered question, the one everyone is asking. What has Caitlin Clark actually said about this explosive proposal? Is she truly ready to abandon the WNBA for a new empire? The uncomfortable truth is, Caitlin herself hasn't directly responded to Portnoy's $100 million bombshell. Portnoy admits that for now, she appears locked in with the WNBA, fully devoted to her Fever team. You can call it loyalty, call it dedication, but what's undeniable is that right now, Caitlin is giving everything she has to the very league that seems determined to undermine her. This is the ultimate tipping point. For the WNBA, Clark's current commitment is nothing less than the opportunity of a lifetime. They seem intent on squandering. But if you're a true Caitlin Clark fan, you already know how explosive this would be if she picked up her ball and started her own rival league. This wouldn't just be a career move, it would be the ultimate jaw-dropping revenge against the WNBA and Commissioner Engelbert. This story isn't over, it's just unfolding. So what do you think? Should Caitlin keep fighting within the WNBA, hoping for a change that might never come? Or should she seize this historic offer that's happening now, on the verge of changing women's basketball forever? The clock is ticking.